Yo, yo! What's going on, everybody? Back with another watch list, this time going into December 31st. Last trading day of the year. Let's look to close it out strong. 2024 definitely going out with a bang. I'll quickly run through my trades from today. I will check. We've got so much action in small caps. Goal by tomorrow morning will be to narrow it down to top 2 or 3. But it's going to be tough. What's going on, Base Hunter? Okay. FFIE. Shorted this parabolic. Hard crack, lower high. Covered it for no real reason. I saw one little wick get absorbed, so I covered and took the small gain. In hindsight, looks great, but this will definitely be a main watch still going into tomorrow. LODE. I tried this one, small size, put on a placeholder. Shorted at the lows. Risk towards 84s. Wanted to see 77s start to fail. Never came. But went up near $1. So this daily just keeps getting better and better. Volume continues expanding. So I will still be looking for a first red day there. PDYN, better lucky than good. I gave this one time. Didn't know if it was going to exhaust through highs or not. So I was very patient on my entries. Shorted through 1250s. Got that red move and the halt down. Covered on resumption, anticipating a short cover. Didn't expect it to come all the way back, but I got about $2 a share, and that's all I needed. SES, this one was a bit frustrating. Definitely not acting anything like a typical first red day. We had this big overextension. We have a gap down. And a red move, and 1 minute actually looks better. I start shorting into the open, scale at the open, cover the flush. Because SSR was triggered, I had to be a bit proactive with entries, so I just put orders out there into strength, covered the flush, tried rescaling. Using 214s as a guide, it swiped through, so I moved on and ended up going all the way back green and to new high a day. So definitely not the action you want to see on a red day. This time right around here on these scales, this should have failed and it didn't. SLTP, this one's kind of funny. We got this opening range fail, shorting. We got that $2 breakdown I was looking for, but we got that huge volume and wick save, so I moved on. And in hindsight, that was executed rather perfectly. So those are the trades from today. Gallo, how's it going? Golan, nice to see ya. Luke, yo. Bass Hunter, everything trying to hit $1 today. Chris, yo. Yeah, so we've got stuff like OPTT and IDAI were recent runners from Watchlist a few days ago that I was using as short into resistance that are now over the resistance. I don't see a lot of shorts stuck in this. I see it as more a lot of long chasers. So the higher this gaps tomorrow, the more likely I am to look for an overextended gap up and short that failed follow through setup. IDAI in the same kind of boat, where this one is already straight up from 30 cents. So this breakout was a bit too much too soon. Nothing I was going to chase. I was watching them on the breakout, but looking for a bit more consolidation. And they were just steady highs between the two of those. So those would be same plans, nothing I would buy. They're just too straight up from the lows, but higher the better, waiting for some failed follow through. Gamer, too much moving around. Yeah. Yeah, days like today and days like tomorrow, if I try and do too much, I end up just screwing everything up. So less is more. Focus on 2 to 4 names, whatever you have the screen space for that you can keep attention on, and focus on like your top 1 or 2. Have another 2 to put a position on, set a stop, and let it work while you're focusing on the mains. But definitely try to narrow your focus and not try to worry about missing everything. Month of January, watching plays under $1. So many setups. Okay. Like I had said yesterday, there was definitely easier stuff than these quantum names. You got the week opens, grind back, round trip, RGTI, same kind of thing. Qubit, continuing to hold this. The EMA is on my other chart, but it is the 20, I believe. The 10 EMA. The 10 exponential is surfing all these lows. So you need to see that close below that for it to fail. Color, a couple days of pullback, but still hasn't given up trend. This is still a dip along a bigger picture trend. QSI, Doji Day, closed right where it opened. So kind of boring. A lot of range, but a bit hard to trade them. I minimize it to the cleanest daily volume and range. Yep. Definitely normal markets are my strong side and wild markets my performance is. I feel that. I I like when I've got 1 or 2 names that are in play that I can focus on and not have to worry about anything else, when it's not low float madness, when I get 1 or 2 setting up for nice big picture daily chart patterns. But I feel that. I think I'm the same way. Lace came apart there after hours. I'm not sure if there was news or something on it. Corporate update, including a warrant repricing after hours. But again, not really a watch for me. ABAT, same kind of thing. Unfortunately, this top day bounced back so much. Too bad it couldn't just fail like that. SES, this is a kind of chart where if you get that 250 break, I kind of want to buy the breakout, but with the daily chart being so extended, it's kind of a catch-22 for me, because this is consolidating great up here. It's had the exact same action 2 days in a row. If you look week open, pop into view app, and then higher lows, week open, pop into view app, and then higher lows. So if this breaks and builds over 250, shorts are in trouble from the last 2 days. So I think that there is that 250 to 280, 250 to 3 move in the cards. Whether it's a sustainable move or not, I don't know. But I think my hand would be forced to play that breakout, and I'd just be proactive on sells. If it goes nuts, so be it. But sort of a nail and bail there. Load hasn't gone red yet in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tomorrow being the 7th day. Volume continuing to speed up. I will be looking at pops versus prior day's highs. Each day it's gapped over its prior day's highs. So if this can gap within the prior day's range, I would look to short that versus a buck. If we open red, I'd look to short pops versus green. Otherwise, gap up, parabolic, reactive trades. FFIE, I have such a bias on this thing. I remember nailing the short on this and all bounces since then, when it goes 1, 2, blow off gap, 1, 2, blow off gap. And now we're getting 1, 2, blow off gap ideally. Get a big gap up tomorrow. So far it is gapping up after hours. So the odds do favor a gap. It's up about 70 cents already. So higher this thing gaps, more likely I am to short it. I do remember like these blow off gaps, I was shorting them each day. So it was a rather resilient name, but it is habitual diluter and it is a piece of garbage. So Kraken started moving late day in sympathy to FFIE. I need a hell of a lot more range to short this, but if I could get like a dollar move on this, that'd be lovely. RVSN, Rail Vision, exact same daily that's been working. 50 cents, now up to near $3. History of multi-day runs, history of good red days. So gap ups, parabolics, reactive trade, otherwise red, filled fall through momentum. Same daily, it's been gapping up over its prior day's range. So if we can gap within it, use prior day's highs as a guide. If it's red, pops first green. OPTT and IDAI putting in the same basket as breakouts. If they don't gap like crazy, I likely won't touch them, but I'd need a lot higher on those. NXU, day one runner. Shorts caught off guard here using the prior big volume day. Usually these names with that daily chart do fail, but once you get 9:45, 10 a.m. plus, 10:30, and they're not breaking down, shorts get caught with their pants down. This 93 was that daily chart high that topped out there twice. Once it reclaimed, acted as a base, and went on an absolute tear. So no plan on this one for me tomorrow. It's the hot in-play name. Let it do its thing. See where we're at. Holo, multi-day runner. Volume starting to blow out. Same kind of deal. Each day gaps up over its prior day's range. Would use prior day's prior bar as a guide. Parabolic, possibly blew out shorts. Wrecker. Huge exhaustion gap this morning early pre-market before fading 50% off of its highs. Volume went nuts today. Exact same daily. Same plans there. INTZ. This one I'm least likely to trade out of the bunch. It was just the hot name yesterday and has good daily chart range. I'd be more likely to trade this one on a backside bounce than I would on a short trade. This one would be more of a back burner, but still keeping it on watch. And then GRR, same kind of thing as INTZ. Not A+, but up from 12 now to 26. This is meeting that 100% threshold I like to see. Larger cap name, higher price, but same chart patterns. Volume and price expanding. You got this weak close. Typically favors a gap up. One last exhaust. But this would be a back burner as well. Not my main focus. So main focus is in tomorrow is definitely FFIE. Load. RVSN. And Wrecker. For now. Those will be my mains. Stuff and such. Had a good trade short on PDYN. 1270 to 1050. Not crazy about getting stuck in halts. Even though it was in my favor. Didn't think it would halt with 400 mil market cap. Do you ever steer clear of halty names? I traded that one as well. And we basically had the exact same trade. 1250 down to 1050. Exact same trade. If you get a stock that has a sub 75 cent close, and is gapping up like crazy the next day, the halt bands are based off the prior close, and given the range it's trading on that current day, if it's moving like 10% within the first minute or something, those are the halt bands. But 10% based on 75 cents is only 7 cents. And then if it's $1.50 by the time markets open, moving $1.50 to $1.57 is not very difficult. So those sub 75-cent prior close names I avoid, but stuff like PDYN, if they go into a halt, they typically gap down in your favor regardless. So halty names, when they're halting like every 10 seconds, I avoid those, but just because a name can go into a volatility halt doesn't make it an avoid for me. I was short NXU from pre-market at the highs. Congrats. As long as you covered. What platform are you using to short? Thank you, Q. Yeah, I use Centerpoint Securities because they came to Canada about a year ago, November, December last year, somewhere around there. And it is a far superior brokerage platform in all avenues. I don't have an affiliate with them. I was just trying to think if they ever sent me one, but I don't think I have an affiliate with them. Is Centerpoint the best as far as commissions and spreads? I don't really know. I don't focus too much on commissions. I find it just as a cost of doing business. If you're making money, then commissions are negligible. I think I have like less than a cent per share commission. I think it's like 0.3 of a penny or something in commissions per share. So like what is that? 1,000 shares is like 30 cents or something. Or is 1,000 shares $3? I don't know. 0.3 is 1. Yeah, 1,000 shares would be $3. 10,000 shares would be $30. And then if you're taking liquidity, you don't get rebates. But if you're giving liquidity, like if you're sitting on the bid to get long, then you get rebates. You don't pay as much. They've got different routes that are less commissions. I think the American Centerpoint has free routes that you don't pay. But yeah, I don't really focus too much on that. Maybe it's something I should, but I don't know. Do you always find locates? I wouldn't say always, but probably 99% of the time. Especially if you're up early. They have everything if you're fast. But a lot of the names I'm looking to short aren't day ones that everybody's watching. So all of these names that I'm looking to short tomorrow, I'll be able to pay for borrows on in the morning. I will definitely not be borrowing for Quantum Place. No way. Oh man, I was up so early this morning. I was like amped to trade. There's a bunch of stuff setting up. I got up so early and I just hit a wall like an hour after I woke up. I had to go lay back down. Woke up at like 2:30. Got to my desk. Was all excited to trade, and then like 4:45, 5 o'clock came around, and I'm like, I'm not going to be alert for the open, so I went and laid back down for a minute. So, ideally, I can get to bed a bit earlier this evening, and be ready to go. A day where I'd like to be alert in the morning. Luke says East Coast traders have it too good. Debatable. I've never traded on the East Coast, but I am a morning person, so I don't mind being up. Like anything past like 5 a.m., I feel like I slept in. So I like getting up in the morning. Markets being open early gives me a reason to wake up. Before I was trading, I would wake up like 4:30 and go to the gym at like 12, 13 years old. I enjoyed waking up early, but I don't think I'd like a 9:30 market open. It'd be like working a day job. You start trading, pre-market 4 a.m., market open 6:30. Even if you trade all day, you're done by 1 p.m. Like the afternoon, you still got half a day ahead of you. I like it. Europe has the best schedule in my opinion. I'm a night owl. Yeah, yeah. Today I shorted Amex, but had problems with Interactive Brokers. Only found 260 shares to short. Amex. I'm up at 3 a.m. every day. For sure I'll get those. There you go. Gap and Crapper. Oh, nice. Yeah, if you were there. Not really something I would trade. I don't know how to trade it, but you can teach me how to trade it. That'd be great. But looks like history of one and dones. Gapper. Pre-market failed follow through. Nice work. But definitely not easy out there. I came ahead green, I think, just because of my frequency of trades today. SES, again, was most of my size. The other ones, I didn't trade a whole lot, but like this trade here was a full cover. I was all out. I got up to a bit bigger size than the open on this bounce. Scaled. This cover wasn't all of it. It was about half. So when I scaled, I took a full stop here. So I'm up like, I don't know, maybe a third of an R or something on this one. I took a full stop out off of starter winners, but keeping it green and taking a loss on it is all right. PDYN was the main winner today, but that was just lucky. LODE was the only loser today. So being green on a day like today, oh shoot, what was that ticker? Oh man, is it Wrecker maybe? I just deleted one. Okay, good, it was Wrecker. Whew. But yeah, being green on a day like today, especially as a short seller, I think is a win in itself. Preserving mental capital. And judging by the frustration I saw on Twitter today of short sellers coming out of the woodwork, basically complaining, I think the tide is about to shift, and longs might start bagging themselves, chasing everything all around, because it's what they're doing right now is profitable, but over the long term is not profitable. They'll give their money back doing what they're doing right now. So soon the turntables, in my opinion. But yeah, I think that's good. I shared my names, what I'll be prepared for, see where stuff's gapping. All these extended daily charts, I just hope for higher. Let them keep going. But yeah, that's it for me. Let's get in where we fit in tomorrow. Last day of the year. Let's end it strong. I hope you guys had a great year. Thank you guys for stopping by the YouTube nightly. I appreciate it. These streams help me get prepared as well. So selfishly I do it, but I also like sharing what I've learned from others. What platform is this? The one you're using for charting? This is DAS Trader Pro. yeah, thank you guys. I hope you guys, I'll pop on tomorrow to make our watch list for the day after the holiday. So I will see you guys tomorrow. I'll try to do it a bit earlier tomorrow so that everybody can get on with their New Year's plans. Wait, is this Windows XP? I run it on a Mac and I just use Parallels to run it. Learning so much new info from the short side. Awesome. Alrighty, thank you guys. Let's get in where we fit in, make some memories, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.